Hey everybody, it's Riley, and this is my 8th month on testosterone. Um, Quick apology, my 7th month video never made it onto YouTube. I recorded it, and before I could post it, I had quite a few personal things go on in my life at that point, and kind of affected some of the material that I had talked about, so I wasn't really in the frame of mind to retape that, so I did skip that month, but here's the update for 6 months to 8 months now. So biggest thing in the last 2 months that I've noticed is my voice is definitely deeper now. I can even tell it more so. I actually had talked to a couple friends of mine on the phone, and they had asked, like, are you sick? Are you coming down with something? And it's like, nope, that's just my voice now. So that's pretty cool because it's been really hard for me to kind of distinguish those changes. But now it's a lot more obvious to myself and everybody else. So that's pretty neat. And hair growth is coming along. It's kind of hard to see it on camera, but there is some hair there. It's still really light, but it is coming in. Even on the sideburns are probably the biggest part on my face, and then a little bit on my chin, but that's definitely coming along. And then just the rest of the hair on my body, I've noticed like the hair on my arm is getting thicker, and even like coming over to the underside of my forearm, and like the hair on my legs is definitely thicker. All of a sudden, it seems like from like 7 months to 8 months, I started getting chest hair. Like I had gotten like 1 or 2 hairs that you can like actually see, and then like all the peach fuzz that was on my chest has just kept getting darker and darker. Same with like my stomach, and luckily, at least from what I can tell, since I can't really see my back, but I haven't noticed anything on my back, which is great because as much as I want changes and everything from the testosterone, there's certain ones that I can definitely live without, and a whole bunch of back hair is one of them. But anyways, that's coming along, which is really exciting. I have been thinking a lot about getting top surgery soon, hopefully before the end of the year. I'll keep you posted on that as I go and speak to surgeons and, get that all figured out. Biggest change in my life is as you can tell, the background's different. I am now living in Maryland. I moved out here about 2 weeks ago. We have an amazing job. I'm back into physical therapy, and I work for an amazing company. Right away, I read through like their handbook when I got that, and they have policies against discrimination for sexual orientation and gender identity and all of that, so that was a huge relief for me. And then it was even more of a relief once I met my HR representative, and then my clinical director and my coworkers, because they can have the policies, but unless it's enforced and recognized, the policies really don't mean anything. But luckily, I work with an amazing group of people that have been so open and just very accepting of everything with me, which is great because I have not legally changed my name yet, so everything in the system has to go by my legal name. So that's a little bit different, but they just took it and ran with it. I told them once, like, hey, I actually go by Riley, and I use male pronouns, and I mean, it hasn't been an issue at all. Every once in a while, there is a female pronoun slip up that mostly comes along like after like a patient has said it, but that's becoming less and less too, so that's really great. I was actually at the gas station the other day, and I went to check out, and the clerk at the counter, had called me sir multiple times, which was really, really cool. It's amazing when strangers see it and just automatically go with it. I mean, it's different when it's somebody that knows that I'm transitioning and knows that I want to be called sir, or knows, I want male pronouns used, and somebody that has no clue. So that's very encouraging to me. And I got to meet up with quite a few friends of mine, and again, they have just been absolutely phenomenal and amazing, and just have taken right off with Riley. And you know, that really means a lot, because this is the first time that I have been able to truly live as Riley 24/7. I mean, it was different back home in Michigan. I would be Riley at work, I would be Riley at my support group, and then all the other times I had to go back to being who I was before, and that was really, really hard. So just the fact that everybody's accepted me with open arms is just, once again, a huge relief, and it just feels so good to be able to finally start to be myself. And but yeah, my church is amazing. They have open, you know, always loved me with open arms, and that was never even an issue in my head of how they might react or anything. They have actually been taking strides over the past 2 years that I've been gone to help with transgender issues. They are redoing their bathrooms at the church to make sure that everybody feels safe and comfortable. And so yeah, a lot has been going on, a lot of good changes, a lot of things that I still have to figure out. I'm staying with a woman from my church right now, and I'm looking for a place to live permanently, so working on that. And then working on finding a new doctor. I have to find somebody to do my HRT. I already have my medical doctor that I had seen when I was living out here prior, and we had talked some about LGBT stuff when I was here in the past, and she was very open and accepting, so I'm more than happy to go back to her for my regular medical needs, but have to find somebody for HRT. Like I said, looking into top surgery, and thankfully I also have a counselor that I had seen out here prior that I have started going back to, which is great because she kind of knows my whole backstory and everything. I don't have to rehash all that out. I can just kind of pick up from where I left off with my therapist in Michigan and just kind of keep going with things. So yeah, lots of changes and a lot of good things to come. So I'm really excited, and like I said, now that I'm out here, I'll definitely be able to make more videos and keep you guys posted on all the stuff going on in my life and just all the new exciting adventures. So next one will probably be coming up in the next couple weeks here, if not sooner, but look forward to that, and we'll see you next time.